Hey guys, so I decided to make a video for this topic because my ear stretching journey has been quite brutal. I'll be honest, I'm terrible at ear stretching. I'm surprised my ears haven't ripped off yet, and I know that's probably a bad thing, but at least I'm being honest. I'm a lot better than I was now, I will admit, but I have zero patience and I hate waiting, and this is the longest that I've had my ears at a size. When I first started stretching, I initially got my ears pierced. I got them pierced at Claire's back in like 2000 whatever, but I got them redone in an actual shop. Apparently the hole was still there, there was just gunk in it, so they just kind of tapered it through, and I had regular earrings. And they said to keep those for about a month. It took me 2 weeks to get tired of it and start stretching. If they'd like initially pierced my ears without tapering it, yeah, I'd probably be a bit more reluctant to do it that fast, but since they just tapered it, I was like, oh, why not? Which was probably stupid, but it didn't affect my ears in any way. They didn't like hurt or anything. And from then on I started stretching, and I would not do very long periods of stretching time. I've probably almost blown out my ears at least twice. Just kept going with it because I'm like, you know what? In like 2 days they're gonna stop bleeding or something, and I look back at it now and I'm like, why the fuck did I do that? Like, that was so stupid. I really have no reason other than myself to blame because I'm just a fucking idiot, you know? But my ears are fine. They're not like blown out. They're okay like thickness. They're not as thick as I'd like them to be, but they're at a point where nothing bad is gonna happen to them. Also, with stretching, the one thing that I did do right, I didn't use tapers. Like, the only time I used tapers was when it was like the starting sizes where I couldn't fit a plug in, but like as soon as I could fit a plug in, I think I got to like a 6 gauge or something, 6 or 4, I can't remember. I started putting in plugs, and that was good because I searched videos a lot about ear stretching before I started, even though I didn't listen to half the shit that they said. But the whole thing with like gauges, like saying that was not a proper term. Like, I got that and I corrected myself every time I did that because I know at first when I first started as a novice I would say gauging my ears, but obviously that's not a correct term, and I listened to that, which was probably a good idea. And I also, yeah, didn't use tapers that often. And yeah, since I talked about my stretching experience, if you guys are new to like ear stretching, yeah, some tips would be stay patient because you'll blow out your ear. And if you don't know what a blowout is, it just, the best way to describe it, your ear just, it gets fucked up. Like, for me, my ear would just bleed and bleed and bleed, and then like the back would be all like weird looking. So yeah, stay super patient with your ear stretching because it'll work out in the end, I promise. Plugs, don't use tapers. Use tapers to stretch your ears to a certain point, then stop using tapers and start actually using Teflon or bondage tape or weighing down your ears. That's another thing that you can do. Some of the weights are a bit expensive, but you can probably find some cheap weights somewhere. With plugs, don't stretch with silicone, that's bad. Probably stretch with stainless steel, that's what I used. I think that's what you're supposed to use. But yeah, don't stretch with silicone. I don't even think you're supposed to stretch with like wood or anything like that. Yeah, I don't know, that's a lot of... Stretching your ears is a big journey, I guess. For me it was a journey. It took over a year to get to this size, which may not seem that long, but for me it was like hell, so, you know. I think that's it. I hope you guys are enjoying my videos. I don't really know. I seem to be getting a lot of positive feedback, which is cool. And yeah, so hope y'all have a good day and stuff. I'm gonna go off to work, and yeah, see you guys later. Bye!